SMC Residences at Table Talk Square Limited Partnership seeks to acquire the proposed approximately 54,845 square foot lot known as Proposed Lot 3A. The property was previously part of the Table Talk Pies manufacturing facility at 120 Washington Street. The current property owner, Boston Capital Development LLC, previously subdivided 120 Washington Street to create separate lots and the new Theodore Tona Street. The property will be further subdivided to create the new proposed lots 3A, 3C, and 3D. The property is located exclusively in the BG6 zoning district, the CCOD Downtown Overlay District, and the Downtown Blackstone Canal Sign Overlay District. The applicant seeks to develop a 7-story, approximately 282,359 square foot multifamily building on the proposed Lot 3A with approximately 185 dwelling units consisting of 29 studios, 86 one-bedroom units, and 72 bedroom units within the upper 5 stories, 2 levels of podium parking with a total of 233 parking spaces, which will include EV and EV-ready parking spaces, amenity spaces, interior bicycle storage, 2 outdoor courtyards, new trees and landscaping, and other site improvements. The project is functionally and aesthetically compatible with the surrounding residential and commercial properties in the neighborhood, which include a mix of commercial, multifamily, and mixed-use buildings. The proposed multifamily dwelling high-rise use is permitted by right at the property. The main entrance to the proposed building will be located along Washington Street. The northerly side of the proposed building along Ash Street will have a vehicular driveway entrance that will lead to the second floor of the garage. The easterly side of the proposed building will have an emergency exit. The southerly side of the proposed building along Theodore Tona Street will have a vehicular driveway entrance that will lead to the first floor garage. The sidewalk adjacent to the driveway will continue at grade through the curb cut. There will be a warning system for pedestrians and bicycles for cars egressing from the parking garage. A metal sculpture depicting a wave of water will span the parking garage levels to mask the large garage openings and serve as an homage to the Blackstone Canal. The proposed building will have a glossy 2-story amenity space that will activate the corner of Washington Street and Theodore Tona Street and anchor the building both with a darker color facade and large windows allowing activity from within the space to be visible from the street level. The ground floor amenity space will include a lounge area, offices, a meeting room, lobby, mailroom, and a dog spa. The second floor amenity space will include a fitness center, yoga studio, a cyber cafe, and a community room with a kitchen. The 2 elevated courtyard areas along Theodore Tona Street and Ash Street will provide common areas for residents to congregate, relax, and socialize. The courtyards are expected to be programmed differently, with the northerly courtyard along Ash Street intended for informal gatherings with outdoor games, lounge seating, and a large fireplace. The southerly courtyard along Theodore Tona Street is intended for entertaining, with grills, dining areas, and a pergola. Each of the courtyards will have planters which will add to the natural feel of the areas. The proposed building size and height will be consistent with other newly constructed multifamily and mixed-use buildings in the neighborhood, such as the Revington at 1 Green Island Boulevard, District 120 at 120 Washington Street, and the Cove at 99 Green Street, which are all 7-story buildings. The property is currently entirely impervious, occupied by an existing surface parking area. The project will result in the installation of new landscaping, including deciduous and evergreen species of trees, shrubs, ground covers, and perennials, with the most robust landscaping along Washington Street and Ash Street. The project site improvements also include new utility connections, stormwater BMPs, a new transformer area with a green screen wall, the extension of sidewalks along portions of the easterly side of Washington Street and the southerly side of Ash Street, replacing the diagonal crosswalk along Ash Street with a perpendicular crosswalk, and decreasing the existing curb cut width along Ash Street. The applicant will also be petitioning the City Council to create a loading space along Theodore Tona Street and modify the time limits for certain parking spaces in front of the new building on Washington Street. The project will dramatically improve the property by converting an existing vacant parking area into a modern new multifamily building. It will create 185 new residential units, which will provide additional density right in the heart of the Canal District, in close proximity to Polar Park and all of the commercial establishments in the neighborhood.